One of the questions that I've just received from the audience was what would be a typical or an ideal sized company to list on the next market in New Zealand. And the next market caters for businesses from 10 million of market cap through to about 100, and I guess an ideal size might be somewhere in the order of $40 odd million of market cap, and maybe at the time that they list, maybe they're looking to raise another 10.
I got asked what was the long-term outlook for migration, and also what impact does migration have on the housing market. So right now we've got very, very strong migration of upwards of 70,000 over the last 12 months. At a sort of pace that's unsustainable. It's been very driven by the flows between here and Australia, as it's just simply been a better time to work and live in New Zealand relative to Australia. Over time we do expect migration flows will gradually unwind, and over the longer term we're probably going to average somewhere around about 10 to 20,000 on a net basis over the course of the year. What impact does migration have on the housing market? Well, obviously when you do have a sharp increase in net migration inflows, it does put added pressure on the housing market and tends to push house prices up, and that does encourage the added building that you need. But right now in New Zealand what we've seen is a very underwhelming response to the strong population growth we've seen, and that's contributing to house prices remaining quite high as we need that construction to catch up.
So on Sunday I'm going to China with the Prime Minister, joining the delegation again to go to Beijing, and then this time also down to Shanghai and Xi'an. It's a big business delegation. It's got a lot of emphasis this time round on creative industries. There's going to be a film launch in Shanghai, a range of other things. But the critical issues from, I guess, a New Zealand prosperity point of view is what's happening with dairy. It's a big issue for John Key. He'll be wanting to get some movement on what's known as safeguards. At the moment we have additional tariffs kick on at a relatively low volume threshold of imported New Zealand milk powder. And he'll be wanting to try and get some easement and relaxation from China's side. It's a two-way street, however. China will also want some things. There's a perception that last year when ministers turned down a bid by a Chinese company, Shanghai Pension, to buy Lochinver Station, that there was more than a little bit of politics at play. They're wanting to see a bit more transparency around the way New Zealand applies the rules around the foreign direct investment regime. So the first 2 days will be quite heady politics, also getting together with entrepreneurs in Beijing. There'll be meetings with investors, the Prime Minister will be making speeches at Tsinghua University, and it'll be an interesting time to be on the road with New Zealand business. Thank you.